at a certain point in my career, I lost interest in everything for this business, almost the love and the passion and the dedication for my drums. And somehow I realized, hey, you have to be grateful and thankful for what was given to you. This brought back my passion and my dedication towards the music, towards the drums. I mean, I love playing drums all day long. It's my life.
How's it going today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just came back from a little. Uh, I took a bit off time from the rehearsals, so I went to Tuscany. You know, Italy, Tuscany. It's just a couple of hours from here. So my only break off for this year. So now I'm back doing interviews. As you can see, I'm back behind my kit. Prepare myself for the upcoming final rehearsals for the upcoming tour and doing interviews for the upcoming baby. It's called Giants and Monsters. What
That's
about
right.
you?
Hey, I've
How's
actually,
America?
hey, things are going great. I'm actually currently over in Thailand right now, so just been relaxing out here. I've been across Southeast Asia for the past probably 5.5 months, so I've been sort of in a half vacation vibe and mostly work vibe, working remotely, but also, of course, listening to Giants and Monsters. So I've had actually a pretty awesome day going over you guys' stuff even more and trying to familiarize myself. So it's been awesome.
Oh, cool. Good to hear. Good to hear. Hey, Thailand, it's a nice country to stay in, right?
Yes, it is beautiful. Coming from Canada in the snow, I figured it was time to make a change since I work remote. And actually, it was interesting because I was watching your video a night at the Budokan, which was really fascinating. One of the things that I noticed about that piece that you guys put up was the fact that it was so uniquely entertaining. It wasn't full of commentary. It was just like the visuals and everything. And it made me kind of want to ask you in this interview about Japan. How many times have you personally visited Japan? I'd be curious to hear kind of the backstory with it.
I personally, I wasn't there personally on my private. So I've been there with the band. Oh man, for 20 years, maybe 15 times, whatever. I
Wow.
have no clue. I didn't count it. But I was there a lot of times, and it's a really unique country. You have to see it. You have to go there. The flair and the surrounding you are, but it's a really, I can't describe it. It's something really different to the rest of the world, to
Yeah.
be honest. If you just want to spend one time in your life for vacation and experience something really special, go to Japan. It doesn't mean that the rest of the world sucks or whatever. I mean, Canada, Switzerland, whatever, wherever you go, it's a nice country. But Japan is a kind of a standout because of their behavior, of their culture they grow up with, and they keep it in the legacy they got. They treat it really well, and so that's a difference to the rest of the world. Let's take it that way. Let's put it that way. But Japan, I can't wait to go there, and I can't wait to leave there. It's
Yes.
after a couple of weeks. It's so different to my life, to my European life I'm used to. So after a while being there, it's a kind of okay, then it's enough. So it's time to leave this country. It's completely different. I love it, and I love going there, and I love leaving this country. So
Right.
it's a. Have you
It's
ever
good.
been there?
I've never been to Japan quite yet, so that's something that we're looking at doing maybe next. But I mean, I've always loved the lore about it and all the different bands, whether it's Kiss or whether it's Cheap Trick, and guys like yourselves who've played there through the years. Especially at the Budokan. And I wanted to ask about that. So maybe if somebody doesn't know, what for you guys is the significance of the Budokan? And before we jump into the new record, like, maybe if you could speak to the energy and the magic performing there and really why that's so significant in rock and metal culture.
It's so significant because of remember growing up as a little metal head kid, as a little metal fan, and um, having tons of live at Budokan vinyl stuff or records in my collection, having this kind of stuff in your hands, and all of a sudden you're allowed to play there.
Yeah.
So it's like a dream can come true, and I couldn't believe. And on the other side, we are the first German band who was playing there, and that means a lot. And I come from a really tiny fucking sucking village here in Switzerland, and somehow this little boy, this little metalhead, made it to Budokan in Japan on the other end of the world. I mean, that means something to me personally. And I remember the day, or 2 days, 2 days to be exactly 2 days before we entered the stage in Budokan, I met Mickey D, Motorhead
Yes.
and Scorpion. And he was like, hey, boy, I can tell you right at the moment you step with your feet on this stage at Budokan, you will go on your knees. And I said, yeah, Mickey, it's okay. Swedish guy, I'm a Swiss one. And I can tell you, right at the moment, the boys of Helloween entered the stage for sound check. It was something really special. And this magic you were talking about, this magic you can see or be captured on DVD, on whatever. Um, that's almost, we brought this magic because the 7 metal fans from Germany made it to Budokan.
Right.
And the older, I mean, we are old farts in the business. Meanwhile, come on, let's be serious. We are mostly the old farts, belong to the old farts, and you made it to Budokan, and you can see even in Andy's eyes. I could watch how the little metal fan, the little Andy from back then when he was 12, 13, 14, was coming back.
Right.
And that was the crazy thing. We could see in our eyes of each other that the metal friends from back then were back. The little
Yeah.
kids, the little Kyle, the little Sasha, whoever. So this sparks in our eyes ignited a special fire for this night.
Wow.
And we really enjoy playing the. I mean, it might sound kind of superficial, yeah, of course, but it's true. Going on this stage means a lot, and it brings a lot, and it makes a lot with you. And I can't describe it. Watch the DVD, and hopefully you see and feel what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
And to me, when I remember the day we flew back from Budokan, I was laying in my bed next to Sasha. I was staring at him, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, actually, no, we could crash with this plane. I don't care. I
We've done it
reached.
all.
Yeah. Hey, almost every little dream I had every dream I had as a kid, as a musician, fulfilled, mission completed, every more. I mean, I experienced with Helloween more than I could ever dreamt about. And so it was the final feeling for this trip. So
Mm.
lying in my bed and realizing it's done. Something really special in your life happened. Your dreams, it's a tick, tick behind the dream, the bucket list, close it as a
Yeah,
musician, done. So, and yeah, it's really emotional, still emotional.
of course. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about connecting with that, small metalhead as a child that you started as, is that something that's a frequent occurrence, or does it take a lot for you to go back to that point after being such a veteran in this business?
Mm, to be honest, at a certain point in my career, I lost this little fanboy thing. And from this moment on, something went really wrong. So the excitement has gone. I lost almost interest in everything for this business, almost the love and the passion and the dedication for my drums, even for those things. And so I stopped myself of this deterioration, and somehow I realized, hey, you have to be grateful and thankful for what was given to you. And from this moment on, I brought back this little Dani boy, this little fanboy I was talking about. And watching through this eyes, your career makes things even happier. And so this brought back my passion and my dedication towards the music, towards the drums. I mean, I love playing drums all day long. It's my life. And so it's not easy. It's not really easy going back to this kid, but it's really difficult to keep this eyes open and to keep these eyes burning and to keep the spark in this eyes through your career, I think, or through the entire life, talking about life at all, to
Yeah.
keep spark in your eyes, or yeah, whatever you want to call it. That's really demanding. I think it's demanding in our today's world. Nowadays world, it's a
Yeah.
kind of crazy. A lot of things are, yeah, we take it for granted, but it's not. And always being having those things in mind, so being grateful and thankful and whatever, and bringing always back your little kid, or your little kid, your inner kid, whatever, and let it shine and enjoy what you do, what you're doing, whatever. That's a trick, I think, to keep to have a long lasting career, whatever you do, as a businessman,
Right.
as a tradesman, interview, whatever. I think that's one of the basics I found for myself. I found out for myself. So I know I'm back and having a lot of material in my rucksack, and I can enjoy it even more. And the older I get, the more I can enjoy it. The older
Right.
I get, the more I love what I'm doing, or love what I do in general, and the more I can enjoy it. So the wisdom, whatever the ego has gone, the dragon's killed, now I can focus on what I really love, making music, making Halloween music, listening to music, whatever, playing drums. And so, yeah, the older I get, wisdom takes place. And yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about exactly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can relate to that as well. I'd be curious what, I guess to the extent that you're willing to share, what exactly was the reasoning behind losing your spark? And I guess to sort of piggyback on that question, did you think it would be possible to get back to the place that you are today?
Wow, that's a good question. To get back to where I am now, I hope so.
Right.
To be, I mean, as I told you, I listen. I joined Halloween, and a dream came true. I couldn't believe all of the sudden you find yourself in a plane, you find yourself in a coach traveling around the world, having fans, playing on big stages, playing the music you really love, and at a certain point, a lot of things you take for it becomes a kind of normal. And as soon as things become normal, having a tour manager with you who cares for you, getting your drums for free, getting this for free, being on big stages, it's quite normal, being headliner, whatever. All of a sudden you think it's normal. And from this moment on, somehow I slipped into something really shitty. I mean, it made something. Yeah, it made me losing control of what I love. And so yeah, that's the tricky point. As soon as you take things for granted and for normal, and you don't be thankful and grateful, from this moment on, you lose anything. Mostly the passion and dedication you need to keep going in your life. So now we are 5 minutes earlier.
Right.
So, and yeah, I only can repeat myself. And I hope that with this knowledge or with this experience I made, I could make it as a little kid to where I am now. So you
Yeah,
know what I mean exactly?
absolutely.
I hope so. I hope so. If I bumped into the little Danny 40 years ago, I would say, hey, always, always, always keep these sparks in your little kid eyes and nothing else. Don't let talk into you or persuade or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
always leave your live your untapped dreams and never let any regulations set on you and never let peer pressure work on you. Just follow your dreams, your heart, and then hopefully you can make it where I am now. So again,
Yeah.
as little Danny from that, this yeah, to transport anything to where I am now. So hopefully, I
Yeah.
hope so.
I love it. I could delve into this topic for hours. I know we only have so much time, but I appreciate that insight there on that point. So hopping over to Giants and Monsters, you guys have talked about the fact that this is likely, Halloween's most versatile record yet. What's one song or point in the record that you think will shock even a longtime fan of the group when it comes to the versatility?
Shock in a positive way, hopefully.
Yes.
I mean, I always pick out one baby. It's a kind of tricky. But there are two songs. I think Majestic is a good one. And of course, I really love this song Universe, written by Sasha, because this song consists of all, yeah, in this song you will find all the basics, all the trademark of Halloween sound, of Halloween's music style. It's the most diverse song I think we've recorded for this album, and one of the fastest, I think, beside
Hmm.
this. And to answer your question, to pick out a song, it would be firstly Universe and Majestic, written by Kai, because this is a really crazy. Um, it's a crazy structure. The Majestic has a really crazy structure. It's not just intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, whatever. So it's like it's an intro and then you will find an end, and in between there, it's a Halloween massacre, double bass drum, twin guitar solos, and whatever. And those two songs, I think, would shock the people in a point of having a diversity. And it's a show off of Halloween's today. Yeah, diversity. So it just happened. We've never have a plan. We never stick to any structures or yeah, follow lead or whatever. So we do whatever we want to do. We are predictable, being unpredictable. To
Right.
point it out. And somehow it happens. The seven of us, we are together. We are so unpredictable, but predictable on the other side, because as soon as we are together, something really special happens. For
Yeah.
example, Budokan. There you can feel what happens. This fire, and yeah, somehow we captured it on the new Giants and Monster album.
Now, you talk about not really planning it. So I would imagine when you're in the studio, you guys are sticking to the regular formula that you have, but the versatility just comes out because that's where you guys are. Is that what it is? Or are you going in the studio saying, we want to make a versatile album?
No planning. I mean,
Yeah,
we never go into the studio together. I mean, those days has gone. We checked it out with the previous album, the Halloween album,
right.
and so we found out the best way to work is um, everyone at himself back home in his own studio. So for me, example, I really love working on the songs on my drum arrangements on my own here, in my little shack, and so yeah, every songwriters. I mean, we do have five songwriters in the band, and all of them just working when the spark ignites a fire, a creative fire, and then yeah, they just start writing songs, and it happens as it happened, and what happens. So, and yeah, at the end of the day, we have something like Giants and Monster. It sounds really lame, but as I pointed out, there is no plannings or whatever. It's just the seven of us, and the boys are the five songwriters they are crazy. Andy, Sasha, Waiki, Kai, and so on. I have no clue how they make it. So they are so creative, and they always make it or bring the songs. They always, yeah, they always writing songs. I can rely on them, and it blew me away. It blew me away in a sense. And when I listened to these songs the first time, and then I started creating my drum parts, and during that process, I realized, oh man, it really becomes a kind of a Giants and a Monsters album. So, and when we start recording the drums, it took me 6 weeks, because this time we were really almost pedantic and meticulous in a point of giving every song the perfect drum sound and the perfect phase, feeling wise, the perfect feeling. So
Yeah.
for a lot of songs, we recorded, for example, 3 different versions with 3 different drum kits.
Wow.
So yeah, there were metal drum kits. So I recorded, of course, a metal version, and then we put up a rock drum kit with a rock drum kit. So I was forced to play more like a rock drummer, more soft version. So it ended up in having a rock version of this song. And last but not least, we set up a kind of a stadium rock drum kit, a big 28 bass drum. So we
Wow.
skipped a lot of toms. There was only me, 3 toms left, and a big fucking bass drum and 1 single pedal. And for me, as a double bass drummer, it was horrible.
Right.
So bad. Yeah, it was horrible, but it forced me to play really simple drum grooves, really simple, functional, and versatile, though, drum fill-ins. And so there was, at the end of the day, for a lot of songs, we had a metal version, a rock version, and a stadium rock version. So we could sifting through, listening back and forth. So what works best for this song? And so at the end of the day, we were able to have the final version was always the best version for this song, for this certain song. So sometimes, for example, Tokyo is I played on a this is a stadium rock version, and for a couple of songs there we will find metal versions and so on. So at the end of the day, we spent a lot of time to bring all these babies, to bring all the babies, or give all the babies the perfect face.
Right.
And so that was a great process. It was one of the. I've never did it. I haven't done it before. We checked it out the first time. So that's the first time in Helloween that we spent so much time for the drum recordings. And even the boys, somehow they started to swap ideas, and that's the first time since I joined Helloween that one songwriter let another songwriter put in parts and ideas in his own babies. So, and I was
Right.
like, what? Okay, for example, Andy came up with this Giants on the Run song. And in the middle, you will find this breakdown part where Kai even takes over the lead vocals. And I remember Kai listening to this song and pointed out, "Hey Andy, I've got an idea for your song." And I was like, "Oh, that's a bad idea." Pointing out, you have another idea. But hey, all of a sudden the boys were quite open-minded, so it was a kind of a swapping ideas, and this turns. This was a magnificent moment, and it brought so much creativity to this material, and this feeling chased us through the entire recording process, even through the mix process of this album. And so hopefully the fans can hear and feel it, what happened during the process of writing and recording. So, as I said, that's the first time in Helloween that we were working together so closely,
Yeah.
and that shows how we jailed together over the past 8 years, and trust and faith took place, and the ego is gone, the dragon's killed, and now we can focus on the Helloween's music and creativity. And I really like being in this band, man. The older we get, the better we get, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Well, that enjoyment definitely shines through, and especially in the record. I got the advanced copy, and like I say, it's been an awesome listen. Real quick, just to wrap it up, and I appreciate the time. Obviously a big influence for you guys, Ozzy Osbourne. Of course, has passed. We all know the situation up until this point. I did see the post on Helloween social media. There would not be a Helloween without Ozzy. Just curious if you could expand on that a little bit and maybe share a couple of thoughts on, the group's thoughts on his passing.
I mean, yeah, I was, or we were, we have a band chat, of course, and all of a sudden, someone wrote, "Hey, Ozzy's dead, passed away," and so it was really touchy. It's really sad. I was really sad to to hear that one of the biggest rock stars for metal, to be honest, passed away and left the metal world. And yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm not really sure about if there wasn't a Helloween band on this planet without Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But for sure, together with Black Sabbath. I mean, to me personally, Black Sabbath is one of the first, or the first real metal band on the planet, and they created something really special. Uh, and they brought something really special onto table, onto the metal table, what you can hear in almost every band's songwriting. Yeah,
Yeah.
Metallica, whatever, Halloween, Blind, you name it. And yeah, yeah, due to that, I would say Black Sabbath and with Ozzy, and they created something what we could use for our career, and that ignited something in our hearts, and that made something and brought something and shaped our ears musical wise. And the career of Ozzy, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, hey, he started with Black Sabbath, brought it onto the top of the world, and then he got kicked out and got back to the top of the world. I mean, it's a crazy story to tell from a little boy from England and having such a career going. I mean, it's crazy. But I always enjoyed listening to his music, and his drummers. He always brought out great records, and I stole a lot of drum fills and drum crews. He inspired me a lot, even as a singer. He inspired me. Whatever he did, I soaked it in like a little whatever. And yeah, he made something with me, and I really loved him, and as a rock musician. And so sad now being here talking about his passing and his legacy. Yeah, and I try to keep his legacy in good hands, what he brought to me. And so yeah, I really appreciate that we had a kind of Ozzy Osbourne in our life. And
Yeah,
yeah, hopefully he has a lot of good times now with the boys in heaven. Freddie
exactly.
Mercury, whoever.
Randy, right? Yeah, no, I think
Oh,
it,
Randy Rhoads. Now
yeah,
they are back, reunited.
yeah,
Maybe
that's,
man, I imagine what a band must be up there now
yeah.
with Freddie Mercury, all the boys,
It's
Ozzy
sounding
Osbourne.
good up there. That's what we know.
That's crazy.
I love it, man. Well, thanks for sharing those thoughts. And I think it makes it even more important that Halloween is still out there rocking. We want to let everybody know that Giants and Monsters is going to be out on the 29th of August. Make sure to go and check it out. And Dani, thanks so much for your time, man. I really appreciate you stopping by.